Hello everybody and welcome back to Benjamin Magnus Plays Sunless Sea. In the first episode, we just basically went over how the game works. We went over the interface. I almost said user face. We went over the interface, we did a little bit of combat, a little bit of exploring, but we didn't get too far into the story because there just wasn't enough time for it. So today we're going to start exploring, trying to find out some cool things, get the story going, and see what we see. Right off the bat here, I'm going to leave the fallen London docks and head out into the world. Now, we did take the dispensation from the like obscure mentor person of the badass bruiser or whatever his name was. So we have a bunch of fuel, a bunch of supplies. We didn't gain any terror last time we were out, so we're okay on that. That's why we're running with the lights on to keep the terror level down. Now we're just going to go out into the world and start exploring. Now I'm going to put it on half speed here and launch out my Z-Bats to see if I can find anything interesting. And maybe I'll go to combat with this crab just to see how what he's like. Mutton Island is some distance away. Okay. The auroral Megalops. These are the younger form of gargantuan Z-Grabs, driven up from the spawning grounds in the south by peculiar radiations. Younger they may be, but they are still large enough to consume a pony with messy and clattering glee, or to pose a menace to ill-prepared ships. So I do want to fight this guy. I don't really want to get away. I want to fight him, see how we do. Alright, we fight. It surges from the water, its carapace throbbing with queasy golden glow. Combat tips. You are trying to increase your enemy's illumination, the yellow bar by their portraits, so you can see and damage them. Their evasion tactics. Okay, we know that already, so we're going to get into combat here. He barely has any life, so he probably needs to close to a close distance too. So let's actually use one fuel and do the potent flare. And he's going to seek me. He's going to try to get closer. So potent flare him, and let's take an observation, see if we can learn anything about him. Oh no, I didn't want to fire. I want to do another flare, and then let's try to evade him. Or do one another flare. I did do a potent flare before. So he's trying to close the distance. I'm going to light him up, and I'm going to try to get away. He's going to try to get closer again. I want to get as much information from him as I can. But he's starting to get closer, so it might be time. Yeah, he's snatched. Seizes a struggling sailor from the deck. So he's going to try to snatch a sailor. He got a crew. Oh, and I killed him. Oh, I didn't even get to read what that was. So he snatched a sailor off my deck. That sucked. The Megalops defeated. Back legs. Oh, is this cut off or something? That might be a glitch. A little bug right there. Back legs neatly folded. Bluish blood gouts from its wounds. Its golden glow begins to dim. Butcher it for supplies. Record any observations or dissect it for knowledge. Let's dissect it for knowledge. You set to work with your knives and acid. It is an undistinguished adolescent specimen, a Megalops, of one of the deep Z-crab species, but its eyes, normally vestigial in these troglodytic beasts, are large and rather beautiful. The golden glow is almost gone now, although sparks leap now and then from your knife. You gained one knowledge fragment. You succeeded in a page's challenge. Interesting. Scattered observations, shut down observations. You gained a fragment. Gather more observations, so I gained one more fragment. Not that much. Lost a sailor, which is not something I was too happy with, but no big deal. I'm not going to bother fighting this guy again. Oh, Mutton Island is the one that we found on the with the Z-Bats. Ooh, we got another crab. Kind of don't want to fight them right now. I'm gonna try to scoot around them, make my way to Mutton Island, and see what we can find over there. Alright, yeah. Got plenty of fuel, so I don't mind running at full speed. And our terror went up a little bit. Terror of 6. That was probably from the combat with the Megalops. If these are the little ones, I wonder what the big ones look like. Alright, let's go to Quaker's Haven on Mutton Island and see what we find here. Once this simple fishing village was part of the London suburbs before London fell and the waters rushed in. Okay. So we can go to the Cock and Magpie. One of the public houses on the island. The Cock and Magpie is famed for its local cider and, of course, Z-food. Yeah, some of these places will like lower your terror, so you need to have terror in order to visit them. We can explore the shore. We can pick up a wretched Mog, which seems to be a cat. We can chat with the fisherman. Or we could visit the hilltop above the town, a very modest challenge. And this is a pages challenge. So let's try that. Let's try visiting the hilltop. You stand off the on the cliff top, looking over the island's village. The island's village. Smoke from the chimneys of the Cock and Magpie drifts straight upwards. There's not a breeze to ruffle your hair, nor to lift your collar. Below you, a young woman carries what could be real flowers, handing them out with a courtesy to everyone she meets. So I lost one. Terror. That's all for now. We discovered what we can up there. Page 26, we failed the challenge, so we didn't really get anything from that. I do kind of want to chat up the local fishermen. I'll pay them for some knowledge. Pirates plying the waves, smugglers at work, Connet ships putting into resupply. Nothing dramatic, but enough to interest the Admiralty, so I could trade this information for maybe some money back at Fallen London. I kind of want to pick up this guy. Unlocked with 5 supplies. You have 10. So maybe I can... Oh, it's a mascot, so we're to replace this guy who has 1. Let's try it. Let's go for that. Alright, what's that smell? It jumps down from your arms and disappears in the darkness of the ship. An hour later, 5 brutally executed rats are found on the foredeck. Appoint your new mascot by dragging him from the officer's tab to his slot at the top of the screen. So we basically bribed him with food. Ooh, 2 iron. I like his portrait, too. He's actually kind of cute. Definitely better than our comatose ferret, a wretched Mog. I like him. I like that guy. Now, there's one shop where we could buy some supplies. Nothing really to go here. We have enough supplies to last. We have plenty of fuel. We should get more supplies later, but whatever. Anything left to do here? Drink at the Cock and Magpie. I don't want to use 20 echo on that. So let's launch. Ooh. Take a look at our charts. I'm wondering. I wonder if this red line is the boundary of the map right now. So let's head off this way for a little while and see what we find. Or maybe launch our Z-Bats. See, yeah, at my full speed, I'm just outrunning them. See if they find anything. No undiscovered islands within Z-Bat's range. And if you ever notice that little clattering noise, it's the logbook down here. And the hammer is lost above. How did his bones come from below? Let's dismiss that. Look at the chart. Okay, that was not... Maybe it's broken up into... Oh, wow. Wow! I never bothered to zoom out before. This is a lot bigger than I expected it to be. Maybe it's broken up into segments. So let's head over this way and see what we can find. I'm glad that that's not the edge, because the map is definitely a good deal bigger than I expected it to be. And we should probably grab some more Zailers at some point, just because, ooh, that's another pirate down there, a couple more pirates. Not terribly worried about them. Let's see what we find over here. The Phosgene Bleaks. It looks like it's, like some sort of gas geysers over here. The iron clatter of feet at the hatchway. Iron and Misery Cove Funging Station. Didn't I get something from the Admiralty to check in on the funging station here? Wondering if I'm pronouncing that right, funging station. I'm assuming it's a, I think various fungi are like food sources down here, so I think that's what all this is. Shipyard, they have one shop where we can buy supplies. I should probably keep an eye on that. I don't want my people to go hungry. Alright, Iron and Misery Company Funging Station. I&M is a funger operation here, felling giant Boligus shrooms for building material. Interesting. Harvesting Kirili for its medicinal property. Kirili, maybe that's a drug. Alright, it's a desperate little outpost of something like civilization. Up puffs the affable factor. Oh, hello, Captain. Thank God for visitors. We'd go quite mad out here otherwise. Ah ha 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 ha, quite mad. How could we be of assistance? Tea with the factor. The poor fellow needs the company, and he can spare an hour away from his schedule, so I could go have tea with him. I could explore the island, accept a volunteer, or gather supplies. Interesting. Some of the island's fungus is good to eat. Some is poisonous, hallucinogenic, and mischievous. Good luck. Okay, let's look for supplies, because I don't have a lot of money, and supplies are kind of pricey. Okay, let's see. You've gained 2 terror. Jesus, we gained 1 supply, and you were fortunate. Interesting. So we gained a bunch of... We have 14 terror now. I don't like that that's going up so high. I think maybe being out here for a longer than I had before. Alright, what is this? Accept a volunteer. One of the company's Belegus fellers, I guess Belegus is the big shrooms, has negotiated an early release from her contract. It's the sproutlings, she tells you, face pleading. I keep picking them out of my porridge and my hair and my eyes. Take me away, I'm a good worker. So, unlock with something awaits you. Unlock with... I'd pay her 1 coin, and I would gain a crew member. Say, okay, you pay the release fee for the to the factor, and your new sailor settles in, ready to sail now. No, I'm not ready. I gained 1 crew. So let's continue. Okay, I guess that's all there was to do here. We already tried to gather supplies. It looks like we can go here and basically continuously try to gather supplies. That's interesting. Let's take a look at my charts. Mutton Island, the Phosgene Banks. What I'm going to do is I think I'm going to head straight across here, explore this little spot, and head back to the docks. Go back to the Admiralty and see if they have, if they're interested in any of the information I have gathered so far. So what I'm going to do is just head up a little bit and over. Discovered Moody's Light. Oh, it's a lighthouse. Nice. My terror is going up. Yeah, it looks like I'm in the light. My terror is going down. Try to keep up with it. Try to keep up with it. No, I'm it. Okay. Enough of that. Enough of Moody's Light. Here's a pirate up here. I'm kind of interested... What is that? I'm kind of interested... Ooh, no. In a little bit of combat this episode. With something other than... Come on, catch up, damn it! Woohoo! There we go! Pirate Steam Pinnacle. I think this is the same one we had before, so we're going to fight this guy. He's got a pretty small hull, so we're going to... Let's do an illumination. Let's actually do 2 illuminations right off the bat here. I don't know why I say that phrase so much. It just comes naturally for some reason. So he's going to try to fire a wild salvo at me. Barely scratches my hull. We got another flare off, so let's do a regular salvo. Requires 50 illumination, so he illuminated me. Ooh, big hit on him. Let's see. I'm going to try to take an observation, see if I can get any information. Ooh, oh, that was a big hit. Gain a little bit of knowledge on him, and then he's gonna fire. Oh, God! I gotta get another shot off quick, or he's gonna sink me. Oh, jeez! Whoa! From the first one, oh man, I took a big hit. I have an 80% chance to get it back. I don't want to send... Let's just loot and scuttle her. These pinnacles don't sail far from hidden harbors, but here's something at the back of the hold. You now have a cache of curiosities. Interesting. So, oh, that was our observation. We gained 1 fragment of lore. No big deal. Oh, opening a cache of curiosity. What's inside? Tap the bung carefully. Let's go. It's a cask of wine. In the flaring light, it's Z-dark, but the task is the darkness of autumn. Mushroom wine. An acquired taste, perhaps, but once you've acquired it, who'd go back to grapes? Nasty little bubbles of goo grapes. So I have a cask of mushroom wine. I wonder if I could sell that, or it might be useful, but I might be able to sell it for something. I don't know what this is down here. I'm a little afraid. Maybe it looks like a good guy, though. I think I could dock with him, actually. Let's actually go see who this is. Looks like a ship with a... Maybe it's like a picket ship, because it's got a light on it there. Let's... Beep. Oh, it's a light ship. Okay, nice. Alright, nothing terribly interesting here. No officers. Let's just... It's clear, bright beam warms the way. Speak to the crew. They long for news of home. I lost 2 terror, and I lost the recent news. So that was... It's just, yeah, it's like I said, it's kind of like a picket ship. It's out here to light the way for people Sailors. I gotta remember that. It's sailors, not sailors. For sailors who are far from home, or in this case, rather near to home. But it's kind of like a mobile, what's the word I'm looking for? Lighthouse? Mobile lighthouse. Let's go with that. I think this is my dock right here at Fallen London. Yes, it is. Not going to bother with the crab. We have to put in for repairs because I got my butt handed to me by those pirates. I did not expect them to land a hit like that. So we're going to go to dry dock and see what we got to work with. All right, let's collect our messages from the harbor master. Oh, hang on 1 second. Sorry about that. Just got a text from my wife. She's at work. Sorry about that. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Well, returning to London. Nice, nice, nice. Let's see. What's this? A little proposal. Okay, this is the Blind Bruiser again. Good evening, Captain. What a marvelous evening it is. If you don't mind me saying so, and given it is my impression you are an obliging sort, I imagine you will not mind at all. Wow, boy, does he talk. And since you are very obliging, perhaps you wouldn't mind making a little detour via Mount, Palmerston. Mount Palmerston. That's what I'm going to go with a few articles of cargo if you happen to be in the area. The cheery man will of course cover your expenses for this trifling inconvenience. I'm probably a smuggler now. Let's accept the commission. Alright, if you would be so kind to deliver this little gift to our friend at Mount Palmerston, then they will see what sorry. I've just been talking for a while and I'm garbling my words here. Blah 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 blah. Bomb Voy, who is French by birth, and blah 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 blah. Alright. You agreed to smuggle souls from London to Mount Palmerston. You now have one unstabbed crate of bottled souls. That's interesting. So let's go to London. Let's visit the Admiralty's office here. Quaker's Haven. Been trying the original rubbery lumps, have we? Alright, we submitted our report up there. I don't need to speak to a higher authority, so we're going to leave. We can carouse the docks. That'll get rid of our terror, which is not too high. We can hire more crew. We probably have to put in at the dry dock here. Can visit the university. Inexhaustible appetite for secrets, these specimens, and other tidbits of okay, let's go here. Oh yes, the university's maritime liaison whispers breathily. Oh yes, this is quite a tasty one. Let me explain to you. He explains, teeth glittering. It's because I gained 1 pages. Oh, I gained actually a point up here. I gained a knowledge point. You are now an antiquarian. Interesting. Nice. Alright, nice. Okay, I guess we traded our knowledge of that crab there we dissected for some pages. Nice. Okay, let's go to the dry dock before we end this episode. Put it at the dry dock. And looks like I can trade I can basically pay for various... Only 25 points a hull. Ooh. Wonder if I could sell something. I could sell my cask of mushroom wine. That gives me a little more echoes to work with, so... Oh, man. Story... Let's go back to the docks. I gotta repair my ship. Its hull is at 12. Putting my ship to dry dock. They do a fair job for a decent price, but they have a reputation for cutting corners. Let's, lost 15 echoes, gained 25 hull, everything is perfectly alright. Okay, let's go for another job. Everything is perfectly alright, 25 more. We gotta spend, like, all of our money. I don't want to overspend, though, so... Sorry, I was just reading there. I don't want to spend money to get in like over to that I'm not going to necessarily need to spend because it wastes basically 12 hull points because it only get up to 75. Well, that was an interesting episode. We had a little combat. We almost died on episode 2. That would have been bad. But this is kind of roguelike in that, you know, you die, you start over, you go again. So if you've enjoyed this episode, drop me a like, leave me a comment, and if you're interested in more daily Benjamin Magnus plays Sunless Seas, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time.